Omówiono najważniejsze sprawy związane z dalszym rozwojem województwa i kraju.
Fuck, dude, what the fuck? I don't know. I guess Zozo is in my little fucking camera tonight. That was fucking weird. Alright, so we're gonna run. I don't know how much you guys heard me talk about, but basically, I'm gonna give shout outs at the end of the show. I'm very sorry. Hopefully, I was not like muted. I tried. That was fucking weird. Alright, so basically, what I was saying is that we are going back out to the Sally house at the end of, actually the beginning of September, and we are also doing the Suicide Force, not the one in Japan, but the one in San Francisco, where over 100 deaths have occurred due to suicide. So hopefully you guys will tune into that. It's going to be an awesome ghost hunt. And tonight we're going to be giving away a live sci-fi mug, and if you guys want to win a mug, you can just visit our forums and give any constructive criticism, and I will pick one person who will receive the mug. Alright, so hopefully you guys can hear me. God, I feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over and over again. But, oh well. Okay, so anyways, let's do this, you guys. Tonight we're going to be talking about 5 people who apparently sold their soul to the devil. The first person that made our list tonight is Robert Johnson. Now, does anybody in the chat know who Robert Johnson is? Robert Johnson apparently made a pact with the devil, and he lived from 1911 to 1938, and he was a famous American blues musician. Now, he's number 5 on the Rolling Stone list of all-time greatest guitarists, but apparently it is believed that he made a pact with Satan. Yes, according to the story, which he himself supported, Johnson went to the crossroads, and he was a very shitty guitarist before this happened, but he went to the crossroads, and he basically met the devil at the crossroads. And this is a picture here of the crossroads, and he basically made a pact with the devil that the devil would give him talent for his soul. When the young musician agreed, the devil turned on his guitar, allowing him to produce 6 records before he died at the young age of 27. It's kind of a sad story. Now, this is a picture of Son House, who is another famous musician, and he also confirms that this deal actually took place, which is pretty freaky. Now, here's the picture of his grave. Guy only lived to be 27 years old. However, just in those few years that soon after he made this pact with the devil, he was recognized as being the 5th all-time greatest guitarist, which is pretty freaking amazing. Now, this is another picture of, I'm not sure if I showed this to you guys yet, this is another picture of the crossroads here, and it's just kind of an eerie area. Now, crossroads, for those that don't know or are into the cult, a lot of rituals are done actually on crossroads, because I guess metaphorically, it's where 2 forces meet, good and evil. Now, I could be wrong on that, but that's my interpretation of it. And here is actually an interpretation of Robert Johnson right after he made the pact with the devil. Now, would you guys ever make a pact with the devil? I know I wouldn't. I know I've had dreams where the devil has visited me, asking me to do certain things. And this has only happened since I started the show. And I've never agreed. But it's pretty creepy. I will let you guys know if I ever do. Yeah. Okay, so our next person that made our list, can anybody guess in chat who it is? And I'm probably going to butcher this guy's name, but it's Urbain Grandier. Now, we've talked about this fellow before, but he actually is the only person that we can confirm that could have actually signed a piece of paper with the devil making his pact. Now, Grandier was a Catholic priest, and he was actually burned at the stake for the crime of witchcraft. He became well known for breaking his vows of celibacy, and in 1603 were several nuns accused of bewitching them. Now, it was soon after this that people started to believe that he made a pact with the devil to sell his soul in return for the love of the woman and extreme wealth. The deal was apparently written in Latin, but written backwards for some strange reason. Now, here's a picture of the actual deal that Urbain Grandier wrote, selling his soul to the devil. And I don't know Latin, but I actually held it up to a mirror backwards, and it's just trippy looking. Like, I don't know how you could write Latin in backwards, but I guess in those days maybe you could. But this is a close-up here of the actual pact that he made with the devil. To me, it's pretty trippy. Okay, so moving on here. Now, our third person who sold their soul to the devil is a person who goes by the name of Johann Georg Faust. Now, Faust was actually an alchemist here, and here's a picture of what this fellow looked like here. Let's see if I can get a picture here of him. I don't have my glasses on tonight. I don't want to fuck this up, but I think I got it. All right, hold your breath, you guys. Okay, so this is actually an artist depiction. They didn't have cameras back in those days, but this is an actual, I guess, as close as we can get to a photograph of what this fellow looked like. Now, Johann Georg Voss was a German alchemist, which I've already told you guys, and he was pretty much said to be a con man back in 1507. Now, he is also known or believed to have molested several boys. So this guy was not a cool cat. He basically was the devil, or I would say evil, before he even met the devil or made the pact with the devil. 2 years later, in 1509, he got a degree in divinity at the University of Krakow, and he studied magic and befriended actually Marin Luther and Philip Melanchthon. I can't even get these names right. Now, both of these men are believed to have witnessed Faust selling his soul to the devil. So there's actually 2 eyewitnesses that are believed to have seen him sell his soul to the devil. Now, a lot of people say that Faust, during the time that he was living, would always tell people that he trusted the devil more than he trusted God. And there's a lot of depictions back then of him actually making pacts with the devil. And a lot of these, like this is a woodcut here. Now, woodcuts were pretty popular in Germany in the late 16th century and early, actually 16th through 15th century. And you can definitely see there, it's almost like you're stamping the paper or the canvas with this. So a lot of these were mass produced. Okay. Now, does anybody have any idea who else sold their soul to the devil? And it's not Trump. It is not Trump, you guys. I'm trying to read the chat, but it's just going way too fast. Yeah. So actually, the next person who sold their soul to the devil, who's number 4 on our list, is Jonathan Moulton. Moulton. Now, Jonathan Moulton is actually an American. And it's said that in 1745, it is believed that he made a pact with the devil. And basically he made the pact for wealth and for women and money. And it is believed that the devil actually burned his house down as well. However, it was quickly rebuilt. I don't know why the devil did this, but it's legend that I guess the devil at some point got pissed off at him and actually burnt his house down. Now this is actually a picture of his house. It's not the original house. The original one burnt down, like I just said. But he is believed that, let me see here. Sorry, I'm just checking my notes here. I'm having a hard time without my glasses here. I wrote all this down. Now, what's creepy about the story is that according to many witnesses, the neighbors of the young couple that would note that a stranger would come by their house and what the fuck? Can you guys hear me? I don't know if you guys can hear me. I think my audio's on now. Okay, I think I fixed it. Alright. So anyways, as I was saying, the Jonathan Moulton, it is believed that he actually pissed off the devil because he was actually trying to trick the devil as well. And that is why the devil burnt down his house. And this is just some pictures here. I would love to actually go out to this house and see if the devil is still there, or see if we can get some communication with the devil. It looks pretty creepy. I have no idea who owns this house right now, but the property goes back all the way to the American Revolution. And I don't know, has anybody in chat been out there? Or does anybody in chat live in New Hampshire? I'm totally killing the show. There's just way too many things going on here. Hey, this is probably the most technically wrong show that I have ever done, but it's okay. Yeah, we should all have a live sci-fi sleep over there. What do you guys think? So the next person that made our list here is actually one of my favorites. And for those that don't know, I actually love classical music. And no, I'm not gay, but I love violin and piano. And one of my favorite composers of all time is Chopin. But with that being said, one violinist is also have to believe to made a deal with the devil. His name is Giuseppe Tartini, and here's a picture of the guy. And he was a violinist and also a composer. And he was extremely well known in Italy during his time, and even nowadays. He once, back in those days, classical music was serious business. It was almost like the rock and roll of now. Now, it is said that Tartini once hit someone over, or that Tartini once overheard him saying, or somebody else saying that somebody else could play violin better than him. And basically, once he heard this, the poor guy just went into a huge state of depression. Poor guy. I mean, I don't know. I felt kind of bad for him. But he was so obsessed with this one fellow who said that he could play violin better than him. He made a pact with the devil. And after he made this pact with the devil, he was known as one of the best violinists of his time. And the thing that was weird about it is that a lot of his music, of course, suddenly became dark. Now these are actually depictions of Tartini, and you can actually see the devil playing the violin. Here's another depiction. And one of his most famous pieces of work is actually called The Devil's Trill. And here is a piece of the music here. And I wish I could play it for you guys, but you can probably just YouTube it. It's kind of a crazy ass violin song, but definitely check it out. And yeah, I just kind of ran through this list, you guys. I don't know when the sound's going to cut out or not, but I apologize. Oh, this is funny. Yeah, so I'm going to just take questions, you guys. Last week, when Kristen was over here, I had you guys asking questions in the forums, and if you guys want me to answer some more questions, I'll take about 10 of them right now, and then we'll end the show. But I thought it would be pretty interesting for you guys to have it, or to give you guys more time. I know you guys have a lot of questions out there, so if you want, you can go ahead and put them up in the forums and we can answer them, or I can answer them since Kristen's not here. My imaginary friend right here can answer them as well. And if you guys want to tweet them as well, my Twitter handle is @LiveSciFi, and I can't stress how important it is for you guys to check that, because that's like the one thing I'm actually good at updating. So we update all of our shows on there and everything else. So yeah, you guys should check that. Yeah, so any questions you guys have, I'm going to take 5 questions on the forums and 5 on our Twitter, and I'll just do first come, first serve. So we'll just go from there. The one question I had for you guys, and I'll just ask you guys, I'll look at the chat right after I ask it, is would you guys be interested if we pick like if we have a raffle and we have one person, we pick one person from the raffle to come out with us for a night of investigation at the Sally House? If that sounds interesting to you guys, just let me know. I thought it might be kind of a fun way to get one of you guys out there and also raise money for equipment for our show. So yeah, I was trying to think of like kind of cool, cool fundraiser or something like that. Where the beef? Oh, thanks you guys. You guys all look dope too. The chat is just moving way too quick. So if anybody knows like how to put something like that together, that would be great. I was thinking about just like selling raffle tickets, and then we could just like randomly pick somebody to come out. I couldn't pay for your airfare, but you can come out and investigate with us for a night when we're at the Sally House. Shout outs to Kendra. I'll sing happy birthday to Kendra right now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kendra. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to answer the first question here. how much, comes from Blade Vampire Hunter. Vampire Hunter from the forums asks, how much does a paranormal kit cost? I've never bought a paranormal kit, and I'd feel really weird about buying one. To me, what I have in my kit, it's pretty simple. I just have an EVP recorder, an EMF detector, which I never really use except when I first get to the location, and I just have some other things, but pretty much all you need when you go out to an investigation, or you're just roaming around and doing a ghost hunt, is I just use my ghost box, maybe EVP recorder, and an EMF detector. Those three things, if you can get those, you'll be set. Otherwise, you can just use a good old-fashioned EVP recorder. That's what I would do. I'm like really tongue-tied right now. Sorry, guys. Have you ever considered doing a show at Chillingham Castle in England? That's from King Hamster Frisbee. I have never been out to England. I would love to go out. We were supposed to go out to, actually we were thinking about going to Ireland this summer, and it just didn't pan out. But I definitely want to go to England, and I really, really want to go visit the Hellfire Club. Alright, so let's go ahead. This comes from Melissa Riley. Tim, how do I send you my location and phone number? Me and my family need your help. My phone is really haunted. Well, you can start off just by sending me an email, livesci-fi@gmail.com, and just tell me your situation. For anyone that's out there that's listening, if you're experiencing paranormal activity, I wouldn't consider myself like a demonologist or anything like that. I just think I have a lot of experience with hauntings, and I can definitely give you advice and help do my best at helping. So if anyone out there is in a type of paranormal type of situation and needs some help, you can just send me an email, livesci-fi@gmail.com, and I'll do my best to help you or find somebody in your area that can assist. Are you and Kristen going to be doing more ITC water seances? This comes from Susan Grassano. That was awesome, and some great evidence captured as well. I would love to see more of it. And in your opinion, what is the best app for Android or for the Spirit Box? And is there an app for thermal imaging also? I absolutely detest all paranormal apps now. I don't have faith in them. I've used them in the past on a couple investigations, and I absolutely think that they're all pieces of shit. And I absolutely find it appalling that people try to sell these shitty apps on their YouTube channels. Okay, I'm being totally honest. So, Sarah Young asks, how much was your voice recorder and where did you manage to find it? The only ones like yours I can find are almost $1,000. I've been doing this for years, and the first recorder, the DDR60 that I got, was actually from Debbie and Mark Constantino, who passed away. The second one I got, I found actually on eBay, and it was in a box, it was unopened, and it was only selling for $20. So you can find them. I would not be one of the suckers that pays $1,000 for one of those recorders though. And there's good recorders out there that you can get for $5. One of those recorders is the Olympus VN4100, which is a great recorder. It's actually one of the first voice recorders that I used for EVP back in 2006, and I still use it this day. It's a great recorder, and don't think that you have to go out there and spend like $1,000 to get EVPs. There's other recorders out there that you can get, and generally the rule of thumb is the cheaper the better. Next question comes from Misty Pond. Says, "Hey, would you help me with a book I am writing about possession? Kind of like The Exorcist, but in a diary format." Sure, yeah. Send me an email, livesci-fi@gmail. The Supernaturalist says, "Hey, when you summoned Satan on the glass experiment, do you think it was really him communicating back with you?" I don't know. I don't think it was Satan that I was talking to. I think it was probably something else. I find it highly unlikely that I was actually talking to the devil himself. And if the devil's listening right now, perhaps you can just say something into the recorder or the camera right now and say hello to everyone, freak everyone out. But I don't think it was Satan. Vindictive Queen asks, "Can ghosts or demons still possess you and harm you even when you have a cross on?" Love you. I think, it doesn't matter what you wear, or, even people with the strongest faith have actually become possessed. There's been several priests that have claimed to have been possessed and who have been successfully exorcised. So you can be wearing a cross, you can be a devout Catholic, Christian, whatever. I don't think it matters at the end of the day what you're wearing or what you're thinking or what your faith is. So it's just, I think, being in the wrong place at the wrong time, or being in the wrong time and in the wrong place, if that makes sense to you guys. Okay, so I'm going to answer some questions from Twitter here. Our Twitter handle's @LiveSci-Fi. If you guys want to send those in, that would be great. Okay. Can we find your forums? Let's see here. This is actually an interesting question. This is from Andrea Shahara. It says, "Hey, how does your family feel about your ghost hunting and the use of the Ouija board?" Actually, we just don't even talk about it. I know they don't like it, but we just don't talk about it. CSA Brave says, "I couldn't find your forums, but my cousin has paranormal activity." CSA, you can send me an email, and I'll try my best to help you. livesci-fi@gmail.com. All right, guys, we got 3 more left. Let's see here. Would you ever investigate Cowtown in Wichita, Kansas? I don't know much about Cowtown. I've heard about it. I've heard of a couple groups going out there, and I believe it's, if I'm not mistaken, is it like they restored the town to what it's like in current day? I don't know, like it's a reenact. They do a lot of reenactments there. I've heard several things about it. It's been a while. Micaiah Clem says, Mitch Flyer from Twitter says, "Hey, yo, your channel on YouTube is dope. Just saw your live stream." Awesome. Thanks, Michaela. Hopefully we're still streaming now. All right. Bobby Jean Martinez says, "Did you like the water bowl session? And do you feel it's a new tool to use when talking to spirits?" That session that we did the other night, I thought it was really cool. And I've done it in the past on, I think a couple different locations we've done it. And I've tried to live stream it in the past, but we didn't have cameras back then that we could actually slow down the footage down to like 120 frames per second. And that's what we did on the last broadcast, and we were able to, really crank up the frame rate on the camera. Can you guys hear me now? Testes. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There we go. I don't know. The audio is like being whacked tonight. How long was I talking for? Was I talking like forever with no audio? Should I just do this whole show tonight in sign language? I think that would be pretty fun. Yeah, I think we should do the whole show tonight in sign language. I think that would be quite interesting. What do you guys think? I think it would be fun. I'll learn sign language for the next show. What's up, guys? Not long? Okay, cool. That works. So, yeah, anyways, I was saying about the water ITC thing. We've done it for a while. I haven't really broadcasted those sessions that much because we didn't have the technology to do it. But now we do, so we'll probably be doing more of those in the future. You got the same shorts? Nice. We're matching. Should we read? Yeah, I think we'll do another show where we'll just read negative comments and we'll laugh at them. Yeah, I don't know what the purpose is of leaving negative comments on the channel. Some of them are just really stupid, but honestly, they make me laugh. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. No, I never watched Supernatural. Never. I heard of it. But, yeah. Dude, it's like people having a party outside the cell. That's not the devil, you guys. It sounds like it, though. Alright, you guys. Well, I think we're going to go. I want to appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. I'll be uploading some videos, not live broadcasting them. And some people asked, hey, well, why do you restream or rebroadcast some of the shows? Well, the main reason why I do that, just FYI, you guys, I do that because it gives me an opportunity to watch the shows with you guys. Sometimes, like when I'm whenever I live stream and I'm in front of the camera, I never have an opportunity or the opportunities are very small when I can actually sit down and just talk to you guys and watch the shows with you. And to me, that is like so much fun to be able to do that and to be able to see what you guys see. And it really gives me a chance to think about too, like how I can improve the shows. And like I said before, if you guys have any suggestions on how I can improve the broadcasts to make them easier to watch for you guys, or or possibly give me ideas on how I can better stream them to you guys and make it easier for you guys to screen cap the evidence, please let me know. And yeah, it gives me a chance too to actually find things like on the broadcast. So, shout outs to Tanner. Tanner wanted a shout out. Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, that we were actually the 6th live broadcaster to stream on Justin TV. Now, for those that don't know, Justin TV actually morphed into Twitch TV. So we're like old school Justin TV streamers. Old school. Alright, you guys, well, everyone have a good night. I will be uploading. What the fuck is that? It sounds like people are partying outside. Yeah, I'll be uploading some videos this week. That is not a demon, you guys. But yeah, I'll be uploading some videos, and yeah, I'll be live streaming some stuff probably this weekend. I don't know. Alright, guys, everyone have a good night, and I will see you. I'll see you soon. Alright? Peace out.